Hey everybody, this is Erico and I am back again. Hope you guys are doing well. Why? Because you're watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, comment if you want to. Just bask in me talking and aimlessly ranting about topics pertaining to East Asian pop culture as well as other current events. So let's talk about the scandal that happened in sports, and it was a huge deal. Mind you, I'm not a big sports fan. I don't really watch a whole lot of sports, but I was aware of the horror that Shohei Ohtani went through and how this news broke out of nowhere. I actually had my parents come up to me and they were like, oh, you know, like that Japanese baseball player? He was gambling like hell. And he's caught up in this scandal right now, and I was kind of like, oh, okay. Because to be honest with you, I don't pay too much attention to what's going on in the sports world. Of course, I do know of Shohei because his face was everywhere, literally everywhere. And I thought it was cool. I was like, ooh, it's a Japanese baseball player that's actually like making waves in American baseball. That's like so different. And so he was on covers of magazines, and I saw him and I was like, I'm like, he's cute. I'm like, he's definitely cute, got a nice build. I was like, I would holla. I'd definitely holla. Because he nice to look at. I'm not gonna lie about this. And then that's as far as it went. I went on about my life, didn't really think about him anymore. Didn't know that he became one of the biggest baseball players. We're talking about so many strikeouts.
Two, and the Angels have a 2-1 lead. Ubar strikes out. That is 7 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani.
And a slider erases Burleson. 9 strikeouts for Ohtani, whose high is 13 in his career.
He's good as a batter.
A lot of bit.
3-1.
And as a pitcher. And he's broken records and continues to do so. He's fresh from Japan. He still plays in the Japanese league. And as you all know, Japanese people love baseball. They love it. It's like a national treasure for them. So for them to be able to see someone that looks like them go international is such a big deal. But this scandal happened, and at first there wasn't a lot of information. There were a lot of people that were like, talent gone to waste. And you know, I was like, you know, I kind of passed by it. But now more has come out, and even more has come out, and it has to do with his translator, who was always so idly by him and always kind of lingering. And so many people saw this man translating for him during news conferences and interviews, and no one thought too much of him. But then when the scandal broke about the gambling that took place and how it was over $16 million that was taken out of Ohtani's accounts, everyone was like, well, what happened? So people dug and all of the details started to come out. The details were kind of misconstrued and then were peeled back, and the truth appeared. And come to find out, his translator had his personal information attached to Ohtani's bank accounts. Otani had multiple accounts. He opened one in Arizona, which was supposed to be the funds from him playing hard at his baseball games for the Dodgers. Of course, his translator, I don't even want to say this man's real name because he's trash. He knew all the details of his banking information. So what he did was he eventually attached his own information to this young man's accounts. And then to add another layer, it gets real thick. They have recordings of him posing as Shohei and asking for more money. And as he was also betting, when he would lose money, he would just lose money. When he won, did it go back into Shohei's account? You know, was he a good person? No. No. It went into his account. Then he was using Shohei's money to buy collectible baseball cards. And we're talking about baseball cards that cost a mint to sell later. So he had a whole thing going. And he was just spending and spending and gambling and gambling and gambling. Meanwhile, Shohei knows nothing of this. He goes on about playing his games. People are enamored with this young man because he's unstoppable. He is a machine. He is just pure talent. And then this comes out. And at first his translator was like, oh yeah, you know, he actually paid off the debts. He knew what was going on. Then he came back and he was like, no, he didn't know. Text message came out and said that, you know, he couldn't have known. There's a lot of people who are kind of in doubt about this whole story. It has come out and Shohei has basically been painted as the victim, and he said he did not know what was going on with this whole situation. I'm looking at this, and first, the bank. So the bank knows this is Shohei Ohtani's bank account or bank accounts, right? Everybody, even people who don't watch baseball or are not into sports, know that this man does not speak English. There was a whole big debate about this, of how this man did not speak English at all and was in the American Baseball League. But then his translator is speaking in English to the people at the bank on the phone. No one didn't think that was weird. Then on top of that, Shohei never checked his accounts. Never ever checked his accounts. Mind you, us normal folk, I'm a normal folk. Every little thing that comes out of my account, I know about it. I'm checking transaction histories, everything. I work too hard for my money. There is no way that no one will be gambling my money. I would know all about it. I have alerts and everything. I will dispute a charge in a minute. Not my money. Someone else's money, but not my money. So, it's kind of hard to believe that Shohei didn't know anything about this. And I know it's possible, but like really looking at all the facts laid out on the table and how it just went on for months and months and months and months and months. And I know he probably made so much money. But then to be oblivious. And then they said he did eventually find out. But it was like, you sure he didn't somewhat know beforehand? And it makes me think that maybe he did kind of know, but maybe this translator had something on him or something transpired and he let it go on. Or maybe he didn't know how much money he had gambled. And then when he found out, it was like, oh yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, you gotta go. Snip, snip, cut, delete, control, alt, delete, goodbye. Like them old AOL sign off notification sounds. It's so crazy to me that this became such a huge thing that is someone that's so close to him took advantage of him. And he met this translator in Japan. This man was actually translating for some of the American players to the Japanese players. And they needed to have done a background check. I mean, you get a background check, we all get a background check. I mean, oh Lord, they should have done like something on this man. And I have to say another thing, he an old 39-year-old, he an old looking man. He for 39, he an old looking man. Ooh, that even make you look bad. Ooh Lord. Ooh, it make you, oh. I hope I don't look like that when I'm 39. Ooh, Lord, he need to leave that gambling alone, because he looking like he aging toward 70 more than 40. I'm just saying. But he was taken to court and he was given a $25,000 bail, and you know, he sobbed and cried and said he was sorry and he wanted to go into the mental ward for his addiction. It's like, you can have an addiction, but like, have an addiction with your own money, not someone else's hard working money. I have no type of feelings toward this man at all. I'm happy that Shohei has a whole new translator. He seems really cool. He has a history with baseball, the sport. I think that he's gonna get along with him. He's much younger. I think they'll have more in common than the piece of trash older ex-translator that he had. It's just like, this was such a big thing, and it came to me as someone who's not really a sports fan. I really don't like pay too much attention to sports. I don't watch sports on TV at all. I don't read sports magazines. It's not my thing. The only thing that really gets me kind of integrated into sports is like manga or anime series. Like, there was an old soccer manga called Whistle. Oh, so good. It was long as hell, but so good. It had like that same shorty complex character, and he was into soccer. And oh, if you all know this series, I love you all. Also, Haiku got me into volleyball too. See, it's like, it will cause me to have some type of interest for a little while, and then I am off again to not really caring. So yeah, you guys, how do you feel about this whole issue and what has happened here, and what are your thoughts on the details of this whole case? I wish Shohei well. I hope that he continues to play well. He seems like such a cool person, and I also saw that he's married now, and that's a beautiful thing. I hope that he is more careful with his money and the people that he lets into his circle. I hope that his wife protects him and that he protects her as well, and that they realize that, you know, he is an important person and he is a person of status. And watch just who you have around you. This also could apply to everybody, you know. Watch who you have around you. Watch who you allow get your banking information. Watch your bank accounts. Just be aware of what's going on. Never be too relaxed. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also a blog, Niche Asian Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will always be back on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Bye.